First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Check.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go,
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check curls. Check.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Michael Thomas. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Garoppolo. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here we go. 180! 21. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. 22 jet bomber.
McCaffrey following the penalty. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Play action. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Alert 3. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
Here we go. 180. Let's get it.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's is going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80! I got it. Walk top. Tight end.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. So that'll back him up 5.
Set! Get the flag! Hey, it's coming down. Hey, let's go. It's time to crash. Bound to lose one. Hey, set! 51 the mic, boy, 51.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Here we go. Like 20! 56! No. One, Omaha. Man.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 65, 65. Hey, Haywood!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Melvin Ingram with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Uzama. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Lions, 1st down.
56, right there, 56. Watch the pass.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Rip right. Hey. Motion. 50.
Bridgewater. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
2 yards. And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
the red zone now. Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here I come.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down, Bears.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Chicago.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, 50.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 3. Clock.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 24, Bridgewater. That one is caught by Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check it back, check it back. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Watch the safety creep.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go,
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go. Harlan, 64, weak. Hey, check 24, check 24. 13.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Garoppolo now. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Safety's creeping.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Shift. Go. I got it. Hayward. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
On first down, Hunt looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with a fullback, Sherman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Coming this way. Here we go. Under 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Mike 56.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's complete to Lewis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Here we go.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. The catch made by Miller. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
56, the mark, boy, 56.
He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.